Hello, I'm DeDe. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll celebrate our spine and all the directions in which it can move with a variety of yoga poses. Keeping our spine free and mobile is very important for practically everything we physically do, so this is important work. And here's what you'll need: a yoga mat, a folded towel, some water for hydration, plenty of room around your mat. If you're on a carpet, you might just be able to be fine on the carpet. If you do have a yoga mat, turn it in the same orientation in which I have mine. You won't need shoes or socks. You'll want plenty of room around you. You'll want to move at your own perfect mindful pace. And sometimes that means not doing something if it doesn't feel right for you. And I'll try to give you as many options as you may need. So join me now in mountain pose. So standing with the feet underneath the hips and the knees are slightly unlocked. The pelvis is level all the way around. The ribs are gently pulled in and they're over the pelvis. Then our shoulders are also over our pelvis and our ears are also over our pelvis. And then we're going to place our hands somewhere near our navel or lower abdomen, relaxing the shoulders down, closing the eyes if you feel comfortable doing this. And then let's inhale and exhale through the nose. So we have our hands on our abdomen here because that's reminding us to inhale lower in our lungs than we normally would. It also gives us something else to pay attention to, the physical sensation through our hands of the rise and the fall of our breathing. Feel that you have equal weight on both of your feet. You're not favoring one. Feel that your body's in a straight, perfectly balanced column, balanced right over your feet. Doing this deep breathing at the beginning of our practice allows us to become more grounded and more mindful and to be able to pay attention a little bit better. And those are all things that we want, all things that we'd like to have during our practice. Now, if your eyes are closed, you can let them open, and then we can let the arms come down to the sides. You're still standing straight and tall. Let's do alternating tiptoes now. One foot, bring the heel down, and then the other foot. So right now, we're celebrating the spinal position called neutral. So that means the ears are over the shoulders are over the ribs are over the pelvis. So try and ensure that you have that alignment going right now. One more of these. Now this becomes an ankle circle. So we'll circle the right ankle around and the left. See if you can still maintain that deeper breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Now let's add a shoulder roll to our ankle circle. Starting to prepare our body and our mind and our breathing for what will come later. A little bit more intensity, but for now, the intensity stays low and the effort is minimal. Let's do one more of those on each side. Now, both arms come down, both heels come down, and then on your inhale, come up on your tiptoes, and then exhale, lower down. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. And then we'll start to do a little bit of wrist limbering here as we go up and down on our tiptoes. Now it's always okay if you need to be near a wall or a sturdy chair or a countertop for some light support. That's always okay if you need that. Some days you may feel like you need that. Always provide that for yourself if you feel the need. You should listen to what your body's telling you. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Shoulder blades are down into your back. All right, we have one more. And then heels are down and the arms come down and they sweep behind us. So inhale there. Exhale here, hands coming forward. Do that again. Now, easy does it with this. Shift your weight forward a little bit toward your toes. Toes are a little heavier. And now, easy does it, heels are a little heavier. And then we'll do that again. This is moving at the pace of your deep breathing. Try not to rush your breathing. We have busy lives. We rush around sometimes, maybe all the time. Let this be one of the times where you're not rushing and you're not in a hurry and you're not feeling any particular time constraints. Just be right here, right now, in your body, shifting your weight, breathing, sweeping your arms. That's all we need to think about right now. All right, now this time we let the arms come down to the sides and then inhale. Look over your right shoulder. As you exhale, turn and wrap your arms around your body. And then inhale, center. And then exhale, go this way. So our spine is still neutral, but now it's in rotation. So the shape is still the same. It's still tall and neutral and straight, but we're turning the vertebra. Looking back and then looking forward. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the arms. Now we step our feet out wider than the shoulders, and we turn the toes out a little bit. Now inhale, the arms sweep up a bit, the elbows can bend. Exhale, push your hips back and hinge forward. And we'll do that again. So our spine is still in neutral. Knees are slightly bent and the back is straight. I'm going to show you this from the side. How far you go forward and down is totally your call. As long as you can maintain this neutral position, go as far as you like. Can you bring your arms up any higher? Now let's inhale and come up. And on the exhale, right hand goes on the right thigh and left arm goes over. Oh, big side stretch. And then we'll switch. And again. So if I'm moving too fast or too slow for you, you can change your pace. If you're moving considerably faster than this, think about breathing a little bit more deeply. So starting your inhale lower. See if that helps you to maximize the length of your breathing. One more. Now let's start thinking about our extra padding or folded towel. So we're going to turn this way. Your right foot is in front. Your fingers come down. You're on the tiptoes of your back foot, and then you'll drop your back knee down and your back foot down. I'm going to grab my folded towel because that feels so much better for my knee. And you might want to do the same. Okay, and then we step our right foot forward, the knee is over the ankle. So this is kneeling lunge. Let's stay here for a moment. Square your hips right to the side. And then we'll inhale. And on the exhale, hands in front of the heart. Make sure this front knee is over your ankle and stabilize. Let's inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. And then inhale, center. Exhale, turn to the left, relaxing your shoulders. Let's do it again. One more each way. Did you move with your breath? Take your fingers down, fists down, or palms down. Tuck your back foot under, lift your back knee. Let's walk hand over hand around to the other side. And then your extra padding should be there for your knee. And relax the back foot down. So this left knee is over the ankle now. We'll come up, shoulders back and down. Hands in front of the heart. Let's inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. And then inhale, center. Exhale, turn to the right. Now you want to be a little bit forward of your back knee with your hips. You don't have to be way forward. Just a little forward is all it takes. But if you can go further than a little forward, That's great, do that. All right, we take the hands down. Fists or palms, whatever works for you. Tuck your back foot under, lift your back knee. Let's come halfway around so we're facing one another. Turn your toes out. This time we're going to bend the knees more deeply. Lift the torso up. And then we inhale. Arms come up, elbows can bend. Exhale, sit back, but don't tip forward quite as far as we did last time. And then again. Still moving with our breath. Pushing the knees out wide. I always like to remind to do that because otherwise they collapse in. And if you push them outward, it helps you open your hips better. And it helps to somewhat cut down on the wear and tear on your knee joints. And we want that, right? Inhale, and then we'll exhale. We'll turn this way again. Let's drop the left knee down. The right knee is over the ankle. We'll lean into that kneeling lunge once again. This time we're not going to turn though. We'll stay straight. Right hand on the right thigh. Left arm comes up. Now you can bend it or straighten it a little further up toward the side of your head. So remember, you just want your hip a little bit forward of your back knee. But if you can go further than that, then do that. Make sure it's comfortable though. Squaring your hips to the side, breathing. So you should feel some compression. Not pain, but a little bit of compression in your low back. If it feels like too much, drop your tailbone down a little bit. Just change the angle of your pelvis a little bit. That helps. All right, let's set this up on the other side now. So you lift your back knee and you walk hand over hand, around. Back knee, back foot down. Left foot with the ankle underneath the left knee, square up to the left. And then left hand on the thigh, and right arm comes up and out, or way up, or somewhere in between if that works better for you. Find your breathing. Find your pelvic alignment. We'll take the hands down. Once again, tucking the back foot, lifting the back knee. Once again, facing one another. The toes turn out, the hands are on the thighs. Take your time. Coming up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now we're turning these left toes in and these right toes turn out. Now we're going to keep the right knee in line with the ankle, but at the same time, turn the pelvis and turn the chest to face one another. And then take your arms out. This is warrior two. Stay here. So we did some twisting with our lunge. That's rotational for our spine. We did some back bending or extension just now with our crescent, kneeling crescent lunge. And now we're going to do some lateral flexion. So keep this knee in line with your front ankle. Keep your pelvis as level as you can. Inhale. As you exhale, take your left hand on your hip and take your right arm up and stay here. Now take care that this front knee is still in line with your ankle. Now you can keep looking toward me, or you can look up, see how that feels for your balance, see how that feels for your neck, or you can look down toward your back leg. Feel the big opening through the right side of your torso. And then we'll come up. Let's turn the right toes in at least a little bit. Left toes turn out. Level your pelvis out as you sink. Turn the navel and the heart straight toward me. Your knee is over your ankle. Starting with Warrior Two. So turning your navel toward me and keeping your knee over your ankle, those two things compete with one another. But it's a good, healthy kind of competition. It's the kind of competition that builds better strength at the end of our range of motion through our hips. And it also builds a little bit more mobility through our hips. So we're neutral with our spine. Now that lateral flexion. So inhale. As you exhale, right hand on your hip and left arm goes up and over. And be mindful of this knee and ankle alignment. Where's a good focal point for you? Coming up. Let's bring the feet in a little closer, and then we'll take one hand on our leg and we'll move our extra padding out of the way, and then we'll hinge up from there. Bring the feet in, hip joint distance apart, mountain pose, hands together in front of the heart this time. Keeping the eyes open, we're about to do some balancing. Just a reminder, balancing on a hard floor is easier than balancing on your yoga mat. So step off of your mat if you need to. You can turn sideways if you want. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this Warrior Three a little bit better. So take your left leg back, soften your standing leg. Hands are still in front of the heart. Make a rigidity that starts at your left foot and goes all the way up your torso through the crown of your head, and then tip over like a teeter-totter. So feel that you're in neutral with your spine here. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Now let's tip back up. Feet are side by side. Let's take the other foot back now. Right foot back. Soften your standing leg. Begin to tip over like a teeter-totter. Teeter-totter is important because that helps you to counterbalance your leg and your torso. And that takes some of the tremendous effort out of the pose and allows you to have more grace and poise while you're here. Usually. It doesn't always work that way. And then we'll tip back up. So this is Warrior Three. It's a balancing pose. So you may want to be near a wall, a sturdy chair, or a countertop. Let's do another round of Warrior Three. This time, arms out like a goalpost. So pull your shoulder blades down into your back. Take your left foot back, soften your knee, and tip forward. Keep pulling your shoulder blades down your back. Now remember, it doesn't matter how far over you go, but keep your teeter-totter effect. All right, keep the rigidity here as we come back up, and then relax your arms. And then reestablish your arms. Let's do the other leg. Feel a little bit of tension across your upper back. All right, and then we're tipping back up. And back into mountain pose we go. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. And then let your eyes open. Relax your arms. Roll your shoulders up and around and back and down. All right, we're coming down to the floor now. If you need your folded towel as a pillow, move your folded towel where your head's going to go. And then nice and easy, come down. Maybe you come down this way onto one knee. And then we'll lie all the way down on the elbows first. And then we'll recline all the way down. Now let's start with our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. And then we'll go here. Right leg is up. Pull your right leg in. Feel the stretch down the back of your leg. You can flex your right foot. So the floor helps us with neutral spine, doesn't it? It's almost automatic that we're in neutral when we're lying on our back. Now cross, your right ankle goes across your left knee, and then with your right hand, push your right knee forward toward the foot end of your mat. If you find yourself with your head turned the whole time we're down here, try not to do that. Try to bring your head back to neutral in the center. Now we're moving into a spinal twist. So keep your right knee bent, straighten out your left leg, and then your left hand guides your right leg across into a spinal twist. Now you can support your right knee with your left hand from underneath. Let's take our right arm off to the right. Try to keep your right shoulder down. And then we'll come back to the center. Let's start the whole sequence again. Knees are bent. Recenter your hips. Left leg up. Pull the left leg in with your hands. Flex your left foot. Keep breathing. Remember, breathing is our ally in flexibility work. It helps to relax our connective tissue. Believe it or not, if you breathe in a relaxed way, your body will respond by becoming more relaxed. All right, then we'll cross our left ankle over our right knee, and here's the left hand pushing the knee away. Keep flexing your left foot. Now we'll do our spinal twist in this direction. So straighten out your right leg. With your right hand, guide your left knee across. And then here's the left arm out to the side. Support your knee if it needs support from underneath with your right hand. And then help your knee back to the center. Now let's turn over so we can help press ourselves up with the hands. And if you need to sit up on your folded towel, fold it right now and put it behind you. Sit with your legs comfortably folded, whatever that looks like for you. Your feet can be further forward if they need to be. Let's roll the shoulders up and back and down. So how do you feel now? A little freer, a little more relaxed, a little more mobile? I hope so. We just took our spine into pretty much every direction that it can move into. Hopefully you did that with comfort and ease. As usual, thanks for joining me, and until next time, be well.